The year is 1224, and the once mighty Almohad Empire is crumbling. The lands of North Africa and Al-Andalus are plagued by internal strife, rebellion, and the relentless advance of Christian forces. The empire, which once stretched across Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and Spain, is now a battlefield of shifting loyalties and treacherous ambitions. In the midst of this chaos, one man seizes power, not through heroism or military brilliance, but through betrayal. His name is Abdallah al Adil, and his reign would be defined by deceit, bloodshed, and the irreversible decline of the Almohads. Before we dive into this epic tale of treachery and downfall, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more thrilling historical stories. A throne. Taken by treachery Abd al-Wahid. The previous Almohad ruler had struggled to hold the empire together, but he failed. In 1224, he was assassinated, his lifeless body discarded like a pawn in a deadly game of power. But who was behind this treachery? None other than his own cousin, Abdallah al Adil. Instead of mourning, Abdallah saw opportunity. He declared himself the new ruler, promising stability and strength. But he had made a fatal mistake. Not everyone accepted his claim. His reign began not with celebration, but with civil war. The empire in turmoil, Abdallah al Adil's rule was immediately challenged. In Morocco, the city of Marrakech, the very heart of the Almohad Empire, became a battleground. In Algeria and Tunisia, rival factions refused to recognize his rule, sparking deadly conflicts. The once mighty Almohad realm was now a fractured empire, consumed by internal strife. At the same time, Christian kingdoms in Spain, Castile, Aragon, and Portugal saw the empire's weakness and pushed deeper into Al-Andalus. Muslim cities that had stood for centuries were now falling one by one. But instead of fighting the external threat, Abdallah al Adil was too busy crushing his own rivals. A desperate gamble, seeking help from the enemy. Realizing he could not hold the empire together alone, Abdallah al Adil did the unthinkable. He made a secret deal with Christian rulers. In exchange for their support in his internal struggles, he offered them territory and riches. To many, this was an act of betrayal, a disgrace to the Almohad legacy. But even with this desperate gamble, his enemies would not be silenced. His rivals, including Abu Zakaria of the Hafsid dynasty, saw his weakness and struck with full force. In Tunisia and eastern Algeria, Almohad authority crumbled, paving the way for the emergence of independent dynasties that would eventually replace them. Betrayal comes full circle. The assassin's fate. For 3 years, Abdallah al Adil fought a losing battle. His allies abandoned him, his rivals grew stronger, and his rule became increasingly isolated. But just as he had risen to power through betrayal, so too would he fall. In 1227, his own generals and ministers turned against him. In a cruel twist of fate, the man who had orchestrated a coup became a victim of one. He was overthrown and executed, his body discarded just as he had done to his predecessor. His death, however, did not restore the empire. Instead, it plunged the Almohads even deeper into chaos, accelerating their downfall. Within a few decades, the once great empire would be nothing more than a memory. Conclusion. The betrayer's legacy, Abdallah al Adil, was not a great conqueror. He was not a visionary ruler. He was a man consumed by ambition and deceit, whose actions helped seal the fate of the Almohad Empire. He gambled with treachery, and in the end, treachery destroyed him. What do you think? Was Abdallah al Adil simply a product of his time, or was he the architect of his own downfall? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more epic historical stories.